Hi, I'm Zana, and welcome to another episode of the Elder Scrolls Online in chronological order. In the last episode, what did we do? We left off at a quite exciting moment because we finished Cadwell Silver. We finished the Daggerfall Covenant storyline, and now he's going to ask us to do it all again. But for the Aldmeri Dominion, which is my favorite faction, and it's kind of the faction that I always play. It's my favorite one. I think I said this in the last episode as well. My very first character that I ever made in Elder Scrolls Online was a Khajiit, and I didn't have the any race, any alliance spec yet, so I was forced into Aldmeri Dominion without knowing. So for me, that has the most nostalgia. That for me is Elder Scrolls Online. When I first see Khenarthi's Roost and Auridon, that to me is Elder Scrolls Online. So I always have very, very fond memories, and I also, based on the scenery, I like Aldmeri Dominion the most. I think it has very nice, colorful flowers and trees and bright blue skies, but it also has a nice, denser forest, which I really like. It has a little bit of everything. So I'm really excited. We're going to dive right into it. Oh, and there's one little thing you might have noticed in the entire line of all the buffs. Bam! ESO Plus member. It happened. It actually happened. I caved and I was like, I think I can squeeze it in for 1 month. I think financially I can squeeze it in for 1 month, so I did that. I think the first thing I grabbed was the with the companions that you could get. They're free with ESO Plus, right? The last time I was like, this is so unfair. Like, there are followers in here that I would like to have because I like to collect them all and see which one I vibe with the most. And I see they're free with ESO Plus, but they're 1,000 crowns if I have to buy them. Like, that ain't happening. I'll just wait until I have ESO Plus at some point in my life. I'll get there. And this is the first thing that I grabbed. I'm currently also leveling a brand new character for myself, which is a Argonian sorcerer. It's going to be very exciting. It's going to be just another 1-bar heavy attack build because I just kind of vibe with those. It's a solo build, so it's meant to be tanky, self-healing. I can do basically everything that I would otherwise do in a group because, again, that's how I like to play. Yeah, and I figured I'm gonna grab these companions and I'm going to level them. So currently I'm using Zarethvar on my Khajiit, on my Argonian. So I'm leveling him to see what his story is about. I'm leveling him as a tank. Currently, I think it's pretty cool. It's a necromancer. This is pretty cool. I haven't checked her out yet. I have stumbled upon her quest on one of my other characters. And I immediately got put off by how chaotic it all started, the entire questline. I was like, what the hell did I just jump into? And I am chaotic. But that woman was even more chaotic, and I was like, you know what, maybe today is not the day that I unlock you. As when I figured out that it was for the follower, I was like, I'm going to step away from you. But I am intrigued because she doesn't have a set class, right? She's a little bit more of a hybrid between, what did she say, soul magic and dragon knight. So I'm intrigued to see what her skills are and if she might be a very interesting support for one of my classes. I have no idea. We'll get there eventually, but for now I'm just focusing on Zarethvar. Obviously, this character isn't going to see a follower for a long time because we're playing in chronological order. And yes, technically these are in the base game, so I could get one of them. I am aware, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Technically, these are in the base game, so if we're playing in chronological order and you can get these in the base game zones, yes, I could get them right now. On the other hand, I'm thinking these got added in so late. To me, the very first companion that we had, if we look here, companions, the very first companions that were introduced were Bastion and Miri. So if I'm going to do anything, it's going to be getting one of these two. Probably Bastion first, but whoever we had, this, what was it, the Blackwood expansion, I think, right? Was who introduced these two. So that's the first one that I'm going to get, even though we technically could absolutely get one of these because they're in the base game. But they got added later, and I don't like to just go back and forth between timelines. I don't know. That's a me thing. It's fine. Anyway, this is going to be a solo build anyway, so you can completely be unreliant on companions. It's just a little fun extra flavor thing in my opinion, and some of their utilities are really nice. I've noticed Jared Farr, for example, he has the keen eye for heavy sex. So whenever you're nearby, it starts glowing blue, just as Keen Eye Treasure Chests has from the excavation skill line, which is really nice if you're like into gathering a whole lot. It's really nice that it just blatantly lights up like that. It's very difficult to miss if you have him out. I like that. So yeah, we'll see. But I think I'll just stick to getting a companion once we are actually in Blackwood, and I'll get Miri or Bastion or both, whatever. The other thing that I did, because of course with ESA Plus you get a bunch of crowns, is that I got I went Gemba. I went gambling hard. Because what I really want this outfit. I want this outfit so bad. I want this outfit so bad. You don't even know how bad I want this. And I bought the crates with the crowns that I got, so you get like enough, I think, to buy this one and then one singular. I think you get like enough to buy. I think I bought 5 crowns first, and then I bought one more pack of 4, and that was all my money. Like now I'm absolutely broke. I have like €3 on my bank account. Yay, adult. So I am broke as fuck, but you know, like a little gamba. I did not get the outfit, as you can clearly see. What I did get is this Indrik mount that is grayed out because I got it. I got this one, which I don't like. You know what else I got? I got this one. I actually got this one. I got this motherfucking unit of a mount. And I didn't even want it. I mean, it's cool. I mean, I'm using it because what else am I going to flex with in this game? I'm using it, but I don't want it. I would have gladly, like, if I could do, if I could swap this in for crowns, for gems, I would have done that, because the mount is cool, but I already have so many mounts and you can only ride one at a time anyways. I don't really care. I would have gladly given up this mount just to get this outfit. I just really, really, really want this outfit. It's not even fair. And then you're like, Sana, you've been playing for a long time. Surely you have enough endeavors, right? No, I don't. I have like 1,700. That's not nearly enough to have 8,000 of them. Because I have been playing on and off for the last few months. I've been having a little bit of a burnout of video games in general. Ever since I started diamond painting, I haven't really felt the need to play video games at all, like as a whole. And I would only log in just to really record this Let's Play, and then I would log off again, and I wouldn't bother about daily and weekly endeavors. So yeah, I've been playing, sorta, but not really. And I've definitely not kept up with my endeavors. So that's why the amount is so low. And this outfit is just like, especially now that you got ESA Plus, right? With ESA Plus you can dye it, and I have a dream, I have a vision, and it's just not coming to life. And all I can hope for is that these crates stay up long enough for me to also get enough endeavors to buy it. Because there is not a high chance that I'm getting them with gems or getting them in a crown crate. Because like I said, I have €3 on my bank account. Don't ask me how I adult. I make very, very bad choices because I like pixels too much, and that's my own fault. That's a skill issue right there. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, we did not make smart choices there. I really like this outfit though. I'm so bummed that I get everything that I didn't want. Like, I didn't want this mount. I didn't want this mount. Ugh. It's just so unfair. What else we did? I got this thing. I mean, it makes sense, of course, when there are new crates out, and the chances of you getting dupes that you can then exchange for gems is very, very small, right? I got this stupid one as well. I got this stupid thing as well. I don't care for pets. I'm one of those people that don't really care for pets. because they don't serve a function, and I find them to be clutter most of the time. I'm using a pet right now, obviously, but I don't really think about pets too much. I've got this thing, which is a little thing on the jaw or something. I don't even know. We've got this. And I've got some of these Welwa things. I got the things that are grayed out are obviously all the ones that I have. So this is what I have. The pants are not bad though. I kind of like the pants. I kind of dig them. But I think that is all that I... no, I got this as well. I got the haircut. I remember that this is a choice. This might look really cute on humans. Like, from the preview picture, I think a human would look really nice with this. But on an Argonian, I am not entirely sure. I already had this from ages ago, so this is grayed out, but it's not from my recent purchase. And I got this one as well, which is... it's a thing, it's a look. It's not necessarily for me, but it's there. Someone might like it. And I think that's all the stuff that I got. Yeah, that's all the stuff I got. I really like this dancer personality as well. This is really cute. I like the idea of having your... does it affect the idle animation? Yeah, this is the idle animation. I think this is really cute. It does add a lot of personality to a character. I think the movement looks really nice, actually. So I wouldn't mind this one either, but I like, again, I really wanted to get this one. So hopefully, fingers crossed, the crates stay up long enough for me to, if I am consistent with my daily and weekly endeavors, I'll be able to save up 1,000 endeavors and buy it like that. Because there's no way in life I'm ever going to get this. So pray for me as I continue to make dumb other choices in life. I'm broke as fuck because of this game. It's unbelievable. Anyway, that's a me problem. So that's enough rambling. It's a 12-minute ramble of me making dumb choices. Alright, let's go and touch the light of Meridia. I think I logged off like in this cave in the last episode, but you can't log off in the Harborage. So you're getting kicked out. So I had to run back in again. I think I literally ended the last episode around here or something, and well, no, I had to run back. Alright, let's touch the light of Meridia and do Cadwell's Gold. Experience the Aldmeri Dominion. I'm going to quickly take a look in the almanac. Gold. Because of course in the silver I had like a random quest that I had to do for areas where there were only side quests. The main story didn't lead me there. So I'm going to take a little look what we need. We need Local Guard. We need Tanzaville, obviously. We need Mathisen, obviously. Skywatch, obviously. And First Blood. Okay, I think the main story leads us through all of these without any extra side quests. Okay. On the Sorg that I made, that I'm currently leveling, my newest addition to all my characters, is also an Argoni, and she started in the Aldmeri Dominion. So I actually just finished Auridon on that character. Okay, where do we go? Here? Hello.
You're awake.
I am.
I was worried you'd never wake up. You slept all the way from Canarthy's Roost.
Oh,
right through the hurricane.
We skipped Canarthy's Roost. Okay, that's not okay. We gotta go and do Canarthy's Roost first. Wait, no. This is not happening. Okay, hold up. If I make a brand new character and this is elsewhere. Canarthy's Roost is here. If I make a brand new character and I pick up Aldmeri Dominion, Canarthy's Roost is where you'll end up. If you, I think even if you decide to skip the new player story thing, the tutorial bit, and you are like, just put me somewhere. I think it just if you skip the tutorial altogether, you'll be put up here in Canarty's Roost, because that's what happened to me with my Sork like 2 days ago when I made her. You end up in Canarty's Roost, and if you had no expansion and you would escape from the prison in Cold Harbor, you also end up in Canarty's Roost. So we are actually just going here right now. We're not starting in Aradon. Alright, here we are. Okay. To my friend from the beach. Because what happens is that you're shipwrecked up here. Like you're... you helped... you met Lyris in Cold Harbor.
Have you lost your mind?
You freed the prophet. Lyris took his place. The prophet opened up a beam. And you end up here. And... Willows in the water. It is not every day that someone falls from the sky, but here you are. I have been watching you as you go here and there across Canarty's Roost. Do not be worried. You are fitting right in, yes? In this we are alike. But alas, I am a busy Khajiit and I have no time to uncover why the dead rise in the Temple of the Morning Springs, nor why the sea vipers pick through smashed Dominion ships at shattered shoals. Perhaps you will know one day soon. On that day, seek out the fine-looking Khajiit by the bridge to Mistral, and I'll trade curiosity for coin. Your friend Razumdar. So, that's how they do it now, if this is, I think, through a Cadwall's gold or silver. But on my Sork, I ended up here, Razumdar was standing right here, and he would talk to me, introduce me to a few people, and he would brief me on all these things that are going on in Canarty's Roost. And then point me in the right direction to go and solve them. Now we'll just get a letter, which is also fine.
Halt! Come no closer.
Yeah, okay. And I wanna do Cadwall Silver and Gold as close to an actual experience if you started those in those factions as a new player. Like, I know this is, of course, later into the game, and it goes slightly different if you make a character in the Aldmeri Dominion or you play through it through Cadwall Silver or Gold. But I still want to have the authentic experience, or as close to as possible, as if you were a new player. So that's why we're just starting Canarty's Roost, and we'll just continue on.
Is this my doom, then? To haunt this island, warning others of a danger I could not defeat? What a miserable non-existence.
Well, what do you mean?
I paid the ultimate price for my hubris. 3 books, each with the same curse. I thought myself strong enough to destroy them. But they are a trap for the weak-minded. Listen carefully. Can't you hear them call to you?
No, I only hear you.
How is this possible? If you are immune to their call, perhaps you could bring them to the shrine. You could finish what I did not. I know I ask much, but the books carry knowledge that is not for this world. They must be destroyed.
So, what would I need to do?
The curse upon each tome is designed to feed souls to oblivion. But if you are able to resist their pull, you can collect the tomes and bring them to the shrine for their destruction.
Where is this shrine?
On the shores of Canarty's Roost, beyond the town of Mistral. It is lit by an ever-burning flame. Should you collect all the tomes, bring them to the shrine without delay. No matter how strong you believe you are, I fear the tomes are stronger.
I mean, we are pretty strong though, lady. We are pretty strong. But maybe. Maybe. Okay, Canarty's Roost is not that big. But obviously we're going to do all the quests in here. Because there aren't that many. And we're going to discover the entire map. So why don't we go and... go here first. Whoa! An unseen voice said don't believe her lies. Well, okay. Sure. Oh, look what I can do. I can gather, and it's going straight into the crafting bag. I have been gathering like a mad woman, obviously, again, because it doesn't happen too often that I have ESO Plus. So when I do, it's when I stock up on all my crafting supplies, because I do craft quite a bit. I'm always making new characters, and I'm always crafting gear for them. I'm always learning traits. I have one character who's learned every single trait for every single piece of gear, so that's like the main crafter. But I'd like to have multiple characters who can do so, because I just think it's enjoyable. I think it's fun to just, you know, learn some traits all the time.
I've little time for talk.
But obviously without ESO Plus it's very, very difficult. Your bags are always full, and the inventory management is just not fun to keep up with. So you always see me whenever I don't have ESO Plus. Obviously you always see me just skip the loot. Don't loot mobs, don't gather things. Even though I love doing all these things, I really do. I really enjoy it, but yeah, not without ESO Plus. And like I said, you can play this game perfectly fine without it. You absolutely don't need it. But if you do enjoy the crafting and the gathering, then yeah, that's how they get you. That's how they get you.
Hush,
Hello.
Father. I won't leave your side.
What's happening over here?
Father burns in the fire. My brother missing. Surrender, show mercy!
What happened?
Our moon sugar storehouses caught fire. Father thought to save our livelihood. He ran inside, and the burns weren't bad, but the sweet smoke ruined his lungs. Without powerful medicine, he won't last the day.
Is there anything I can do?
Father tried to save our alchemical tools. If they survive the fire, I could trade them for medicine. Please, it's all I can do to keep my father alive. This one begs you to salvage the tools from our storehouses.
Yeah,
Please
okay.
return quickly with the tools. If I can't trade them for medicine, this one's father will die.
Okay, so why do farmers need alchemical tools?
We must pay our debts. If our neighbors own more land, how do we match their crops at market? We must turn to alchemy to grow better crops, yes?
Right. How did it work out for you?
Yes, our crops came in much bigger this season. Not that it matters now.
What kind of crops were you growing?
You know of moon sugar, yes?
Yes.
The moon sugar cane grows well on these isles. With my people's sweet tooth, there can never be enough to sprinkle on our meals.
Right, but I'm also not from yesterday. I kinda know that moon sugar bleeds into skooma real quick. Are you perhaps a skooma dealer? We don't know yet. Your brother was missing?
Yes, Zaban Ma shares a temper with hurricanes. After a great quarrel with this one, he stormed off and left us short-clawed. Father had to cancel his trip to Mistral, and now he's...
Okay. Things have changed on the plantation. Debt collectors stopped showing up, and sister is always buying the expensive meat. Where did this money come from? The crops were terrible this year. We barely pulled in 10 parcels last month. Why does sister wander off? Sometimes she goes for hours and then acts if nothing happened. Father says nothing. This is not right. Okay. Okay. Something is up. Something is up. Good citizens of Chronological, you've doubtless noted the presence of Thalmor representatives on your fair island. These Aldmeri Dominion deputies herald your bright future, really. Rejoice, for the majestic gold fleet, pride of the Dominion Navy, shall soon arrive at the free port of Mistral for protracted revictualling. What the fuck is this word? English, please, don't. Innkeepers, empty your beds. Merchants, triple stock your stalls. Numerous Dominion soldiers will have gold to spend on their extended shore leave. Prosperity, security, unity. Okay, this is propaganda and I'm not really here for it. Yeah, that's awful. I don't think I ever read that note. That's kind of funny. Hello, officer.
I haven't seen you around the island before. In the name of Thalmor, what's your business here?
I did not plan to come to this island. I got thrown into the sky, right? And Razam Dar, when you actually make a new character and you come here the normal way, he tells you to lie and just say that you shipwrecked and you just stranded up on the beach. It's the safest thing to do, and nobody's going to ask questions, and you don't seem too... your story isn't too unlikely to be true. So we lie and we say that we just shipwrecked here. I didn't plan to come to this island.
Ah, the shipwreck.
Yes.
Worst hurricane I've seen in decades. If you're headed through this plantation, watch your step. Last night some buildings caught fire. Usually the skeevers keep to themselves, but they're acting up something fierce.
I'll be careful.
I should get back to our inspection. If you see anything suspicious, it's your duty to let us know. Fires don't start themselves.
Yeah, the fire did injure one of the plantation's farmers.
Saw him on the way in. We gave his daughter some medical supplies, but he looks bad.
Alright. Well, who are the Thalmor?
Dominion government. I'm an officer charged with keeping the peace. They sent us to Canarthy's Roost weeks ago. Inspector Tarmar commands us. He's at Laughing Moon's plantation toward the center of the island.
Okay. Sure. We need to find some alchemical tools for the girl to trade for powerful medicine. Okay. Melted glass coats the workbench, but you find nothing to salvage. Okay, this is a bad fire. It's still burning. Oh, and I think that I also did. The golden pursuit for this month is this house, the Grand Gallery of Tamriel, and you had to do a bunch of things that I did. It was really fun because it's a lot of PvE stuff. There were like dungeons to do, dolmens to do, questing, delve bosses, public dungeon bosses. It was all really fun, very easy, chill stuff that you could just slowly chip away on. And now we have a big house that we can store more stuff in. Because I'm treating all my houses as like a very fancy storage these days. Hey, alchemical tools. Oh, the fire completely ruins the alchemical tools. Okay, so we can't use that one either. Oh, it's going to be bad for the little Khajiit girl. All of these houses are so far apart and they all caught fire. The hell? That's not okay. Oh.
Get off my family's land.
Are you the brother who ran away?
If you plan to loot my family's plantation, I will give you such a thrashing.
Asbira asked me to look for alchemical tools.
Too late, sugar thief.
Yeah.
The fire destroyed every last calcinator. Wait, I expected my sister to check on the tools herself. Why did she send a stranger?
Because she's with your father, because he was gravely injured in the fire.
You lie!
What?
My father left yesterday to trade in Mistral.
No.
Didn't he? Oh no. He set the fires to
What?
destroy those damn tools. Not to hurt anyone. Not to hurt my father.
You burned your own plantation?
We lost our last harvest to the thunderbugs, despite the debt. Asbira bought alchemical tools to improve our crop, she said. But last week, I caught her brewing skooma.
Knew it.
That vile drug destroys lives. When she refused to stop, I knew what must be done.
She was dealing skooma to probably pay off debt or keep debt collectors away from her, and so that she could survive another day. Okay, why burn everything to destroy tools?
I don't want my family imprisoned. The fire was to destroy any trace of skooma. Recently, I saw my sister bury something on the beach. I was headed there next, but I should be with my father. Would you search for the skooma she hid on the beach?
If I bring back skooma, what will you do with it?
I'll destroy it.
I mean, he already set the
money
entire
we spent to
plantation
rebuild.
to fire, so
It
yeah,
will be
he'll
like
destroy
the
it.
skooma never happened. I'd rather debt collectors pound at our door than skooma dealers.
Probably.
Damn my eyes. Father should have been in Mistral.
Okay, I'll go look.
My sister placed colorful seashells near whatever she buried. I bet there is a sack full of skooma vials next to them. I'll be with my father. If you find anything, bring it back to me.
Okay.
I should really go check on my father.
How long was your sister brewing skooma?
Not for long. I always know it's month's end when debt collectors pound at our door. But last month, they didn't show. When I asked why, Esbira said not to worry. This must have been her scheme. She's always had father wrapped around her tail.
Okay, we don't have to ask what skooma is. We know. Can I just jump off? Can I jump? Thank you. Okay. I believe him. Setting his entire plantation and livelihood, well, setting the plantation on fire and, you know, endangering his livelihood, that's a bit drastic. This sounds like a family affair. It's not really my business. Oh, hello.
You think you can steal from the cross-tree bandits?
The cross-tree bandits. Hey, we can loot the corpses again as well. That's nice. Okay. Did I indeed find skooma? I sure did. 8 dozen skooma vials. 8 dozen? Okay, well, my math is not great, but that's a lot. Hey, and we can now also open up treasure chests. Because if it's gear, we can deconstruct it, and if it's materials, it will go into the bag. Love that for me. Okay. Why don't we... go up here. Oh, should I showcase the silly mounts that I got? I will, so we have...
Please, a moment.
Selective. What? Hi.
Please, I need your help. My master's life is in danger.
What happened? Why do you look so angry?
I'm part of an expedition from Eagle's Strand. While we explored the Temple of the Morning Springs, the dead began to rise. The others fled, but my master never emerged. Aurelian taught me to know when I should ask for help. Well, I'm asking.
What do you need me to do?
2 magical wards seal the temple, marked by emblems of a scorpion and a spider. If you can keep the undead away while I disrupt the wards, we can search for Aurelian together. How about it?
Sure.
I have no doubt Aurelian can protect himself. But if he's trapped inside, we need to get him out.
Why were you in a temple?
My master and I had little to do after the shipwreck. When the locals mentioned a temple where the fountains never run dry, we leapt at the chance to investigate. Ilsil insisted on leading, of course.
Who?
A contemporary of my master. A rival, really. Ilsil found a strange relic inside the temple called a Morning Stone. He was barely able to remove it before the undead struck. I think he brought it to Eagle's Strand.
Did you learn anything about the Morning Stone?
Aurelian thought it could be used to control the weather. Perhaps prevent another hurricane. Ilsil disagreed, of course. He insisted on studying it further at Eagle's Strand.
Okay. I was really just on my way to deal with the skooma thing, but... Oh, you're also gonna follow me. I see. Okay, so this is the Indrik. I mean, it's not so bad. When I see it, like... I didn't even actually mount it when I got it in the crate myself. It's actually not that bad. It's kind of cool. I like that it has a lot of colors. But it doesn't have any special effects or footprints or whatever. But it is very pretty. I do like its colorful tail. And yeah, it does look nice. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, and then we have the whatever. Quasi-griff? It's a quasi-griff. Okay, it has a very epic summoning thing. And it always has this electric glow around its eyes and on its back. Usually with mounts you have to like use the, what I say, mount special. It's when you press the jump button, right? It like powers up and you get like a little special extra effect on your mount for a little bit. This mount just seems to have it permanently. It is pretty cool. I'll tell you that. Like, I have been using it on my Sork because I do think that it's a nice fitting mount for a Sork. But I really just wanted the outfit. It's really all I wanted. Let's see. Let's go back to my Gawar. Oh, now you know how it looks.
Come here.
Uh-oh. Hi, officer.
I asked around. Nobody from the shipwreck remembers seeing you before Eagle Strand. No more lies. You're running Skooma, aren't you?
I work for myself and I'm not running Skooma.
That farmer shook himself to death. You think I don't recognize a skooma overdose when I see one? That I don't know why skeevers are frothing at the mouth? I should arrest the lot of you.
Are you going to lie for these two cats? They just lost their father though. Their entire plantation is caught on fire. Can I do a half-truth? Where I found skooma on the beach, but I don't know what it was from. Let me speak with the family. I'll prove I'm not involved.
Buying time to get your story straight.
Totally.
Go ahead. I'll be right over here. One morning, my ears are as sharp as my dagger. I'll prove it to you if you even try to whisper.
That's why they call you Knife Ear in Dragon Age, right? Okay, I got your stuff.
My father is dead, and now this Dominion outsider wants to throw me in prison. They say they found evidence of skooma in the storehouses, but that is impossible.
Maybe they're just looking for a reason to accuse you. Like, maybe they didn't find anything. I also doubt that the father was using skooma, right? I think the girl was just dealing in it. No one was actually consuming it, right? I found what was buried under the shells.
Then Officer Lauren found nothing in the storehouses but suspicion.
Yeah.
She's bluffing. What will you tell her?
I think she's just looking for a reason to lock up the Khajiit.
What's right is allowing us to recover from tragedy, not suffer more of it. Please make this right.
I mean, if anything, it's your sister that I'm side-eyeing because she's the one who was dealing in this stuff. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Gone. Father is gone. Why would Saban Ma destroy his own family?
You're really gonna blame your brother for this?
Please, leave me to my sorrow.
He tried to cover your ass because you left freaking skooma things all over the place. Like, you're not really being as subtle as you think you are. Your brother is covering for you, making sure that no one gets caught. And you still try to blame your brother. I don't think that there's an actual right and wrong in this one. It's just kinda do whatever you think is right.
Alright, you've had enough time. Where's the skooma?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Last chance. If someone doesn't tell me where the skooma is, you'll all face the consequences.
These Khajiit lost their father. Why are you harassing them?
Yes, well, it's my job to ask questions. Perhaps moon sugar fumes can cause the skooma shakes. Maybe I see skooma where it isn't, sometimes. I'll leave them to their grief.
Good, good.
Soldier, look after these people. Once they're settled, report back to Mistral.
You want your skooma back?
Thank you. Serendar himself will commend your actions. Give me the skooma so I can destroy it. I want to finish what I started.
Yeah, or else it will be all for nothing. There
Thank
you.
you. I'll destroy this immediately. My sister is all I have left. We'll learn to forgive each other. We have to, if we are going to rebuild.
Nah, you guys will alright.
This poison causes nothing but pain.
Oh, there he goes. Stomp, stomp. Okay.
I am
Problem
here,
solved.
sister.
Ah, they'll be alright. But maybe communicate a little bit better or don't make stupid choices. You know. Don't do what I would do. This is a book. Or we go and do the temple, right? Let's do the temple because Gatlin was talking to us. So let's go for this one. I see a sky shard somewhere. It's here. Oh, and Gatlin is like right behind me again. Okay. Okay, girl. Sure.
You have such intricate stitching.
Thank you?
Turn back. You aren't welcome here.
What are you?
I'm whatever I wish to be.
Well, that's deep.
I change bodies like high elves change clothes.
Okay, don't have to flex on me.
The corpses in this temple limit my wardrobe. What does it matter to you? Why do you trespass?
We're looking for a man named Aurelian.
Ah, the name for my newest outfit.
Oh.
His flesh sags a bit,
Ha, he old.
though the power in his bones reminds me of my youth. And the robes. I'd forgotten the feel of silk upon newly won flesh.
Okay, what exactly did you do to Aurelian?
Set foot in this temple and see for yourself. Such commendable posture.
Posture check.
I could definitely wear you in the autumn.
Autumn?
As for
My favorite
Aurelian,
season.
he's fit for display under full moons all new.
Okay, don't have to be mean. Release Aurelian immediately. Will that work?
Of this. Leave or die. It matters.
Oh no, not indifference. Okay. Come on,
That can't
Gathwan.
be good. We need to get those wards down fast.
Yes, yes. Alright. It is nice to be back on a heavy attack build. Like I said, I've been leveling my sword. Obviously, we don't level as a heavy attack build. I level with pets, usually. So I have the Clan Fear and the Winged Twilight. And definitely not using heavy attacks all that often. What I do need to do, because it's only 5 more levels until my sword hits max level. All the buttons. I needed this one, yes. I'm switching it up a little bit on my sword. We're doing the Surgeon's stuff. But instead of Storm Master, I am complementing the Surgeon's mail with the Noble Duelist instead. Which is a similar thing. I think it's actually in the bank. I can show you. We could probably benefit from Noble Duelist as well. But let's see, Duelist. So it says here, when you deal damage with a light or a heavy attack in melee range, you increase the damage of your light and heavy attacks against the monster by whatever for 15 seconds. So if you compare that with my Storm Master, excuse me, that is whenever you deal crit damage with a fully charged heavy attack. My light and my heavy attacks will then deal another additional damage for 8 seconds. So they do a very similar thing, but they work in a different way. One is for melee, one works with crit hits. Both are fine. Obviously, Storm Master was the OG that was combined with Surgeon's with the Surgeon's stuff. I'm following a build right now for my Sork, and they said that the Noble Duelist was probably the higher DPS one. If you were to sim it on a target dummy, then Noble Duelist would be a little bit more DPS. So I figured let's just use it on the Sork and see how we do. If I don't like it, because it does say that you have to be in melee range. Which, yeah, I am most of the time, but not always. So we're just gonna have to see how I feel about it. And if I feel like I'm forcing myself to be in melee too much and I'm overthinking it, I'll just switch back to Stormmaster. But what I'm going to have to do is, because I only have one set of Surgeon's stuff, I'm going to have to constantly swap these items in and out. I have to put them in the bank whenever I'm done playing with this Warden, so that I can give it to my Sork, and once I am coming back to this character, I have to get it back from my Sork. We're just going to have to share the gear between my two characters. So I'm going to have to bank it a lot. But that's fine. That's why we have a portable banker, right?
I'll disrupt the wall.
When I first started playing ESO, the first two things that I invested a lot of money in was getting these companions, getting the bank and the normal merchant. Right, we have a merchant and we have a banker. Later on, because I've been playing for such a long time, I also got the armory, and we've got the deconstructor, and of course the smuggler I got from doing the Thieves Guild in its entirety. I got the Master Thieves achievement title thing, and it ended with you getting the smuggler as your as an NPC that you can summon and just sell your stolen goods to. They take a 35% cut though, which is quite a lot. So I ended up never really using it because I'm like, it's not a whole lot of effort to just quickly go to a outlaw. Outlaw's Refuge. I usually go here. I usually go to my house in Wardenfell. You get like this in-room for free, right? And it is literally right next to the outlaw. Like, from the house, you have to walk a little bit, and then there is another entrance to the same outlaw that you see over here. It's just a little small walk. There's like one guard that you need to hide from, and it's just as much. It's a little bit of effort, but not even that much. And at least over there, they don't take 35% of whatever I stole, which is better. So I end up never really going for the NPC that I unlocked. I spent so long getting it as well because I really wanted it, and I don't like the Thieves Guild. Like, I don't like to be sneaky and stealthy, and I found it an extreme hassle to level it up, and I would never do it again. Absolutely never do it again. I did not like it. For that same reason, I've also never finished leveling the Dark Brotherhood. Because it's the same kind of principle. Did not like it. I will go as far as the initial quest that gives you the Blade of Woe, and after that I'm kind of done. Where are we going? We are going here. The catacombs. Catacomb? Catacomb? Catacomb. Disrupt the barrier. Okay. What do we have? We have New Moon, where it all begins. It always starts with a new moon. Then it waxes. Then it's a full moon. And after a full moon, it wanes.
Barrier is down.
Barrier is down.
But before we proceed, I need to speak with you.
You can also look at the pictures. Like, if you don't really know where to begin, it always starts with a new moon, obviously. And then it just slowly fills in, right? You can see in the pictures what kind of happens. It fills in like this with crescent, and then you see a full moon, and then you see the crescent on the other side. They look very similar, but they're not. They're not that similar. I won't laugh, but I do kind of laugh. That's what happens when you don't do it right. I'm so sorry. Whatever person it is, I'm so sorry that I'm laughing at your misfortune. Believe me, I've been there. The only reason that I know it now is that at some point I got like a very brief spur of I wanted to gather as much information about the the moon, and and because I've done this quest many times, I kind of know the order by heart. But at some point I got very interested in the positions of the moon and at how they were all called and what the meaning was and such. Like, I'm very skeptical, I don't believe in it, but I just found it very fun to learn about it. That's the only reason that I know what I'm doing. I do not want to call this person out. I'm really glad that we're hiding names most of the time. Oh, you got it, you got it. No, don't go there. Oh, they did it wrong. Now they'll have it. Now they got it. They'll go for new moon. Waxing. Full moon. And then the exciting part. Waning. You got it. I'm so sorry. I usually don't do this. I usually try to not perceive new players or players around me. But it can't be helped. Sometimes you just have these quests and it's just super obvious when someone is doing it wrong. I remember in Wardenfell, in the Morrowind expansion, there was another quest that you had to do. It was like with you had to make a rainbow. You had to click on the crystals in the right order, and they are all the crystals were in like a circle, I believe, and they all had a color of the rainbow. So the only thing you had to do was touching the crystals in the order of the colors of the rainbow. And it was made very obvious when you did it wrong. And I remember that I was standing there with like tens of other players, and we were all doing the same quest. And they even changed it later down the line. Later down the expansion's life, they have made the quest a little bit more obvious as to that you needed to do the rainbow colors. In the beginning, that wasn't even super obvious, so we all had to figure it out. And it became just so clear who did it right and who did it wrong. This is so fun to watch. And at some point, of course, other people were like shouting, "Oh, it's the rainbow! It's just the colors of the rainbow!" And then everyone kind of got it. But sometimes it's just really fun to just watch other players kind of going through the same process. Another one that's not doing it right. We've all been there, right? That's just the funny thing. We've all been there. I've done this wrong many times as well. When I first started playing this game, I've done this wrong as well. Eventually they'll get it.
When we entered the temple, that skeleton made it sound as though Aurelian was in grave danger. I won't let vague threats keep us from my master. But Aurelian is too important to lose. Perhaps we should think before we act.
Okay, why is he so important?
The Dominion relies on Aurelian for his sound judgment. He's taught countless students the ways of Magicka, including some of the Queen's own advisors. His role in the invasion is paramount for our future success. If anything were to happen to him...
Okay, I'll do what I can.
Thank you. We should keep moving.
Sure. Let's go.
We found the Morning Stone on that pedestal. Wait, that's Aurelian! What's he doing up there?
Yeah, what are you doing up there? Hello?
Ears that large and you still don't listen. Perhaps you need a few
Do I have
alterations. There was a time when the sound of Uldor's voice commanded the terror of thousands.
Uldor who?
I'm Uldor. I see your Dominion teaches you nothing of my people.
Joke's on you, I'm Ebonheart
I
Pact.
shouldn't
Bye.
bemoan your ignorance. You fools ended centuries of captivity when you removed the Morning Stone.
Oh. I see. What's the Morning Stone exactly?
Never mind that accursed blue rock. I'm about to restore my wardrobe to its full glory. Behold this Aurelian fellow. Such vibrancy. I could use more like him, but one must be willing to run through a bolt of silk for the finest coat.
Okay, maybe just free him right now.
I believe I'll keep him. At least until my summoning ritual wears him through. You see, undead are also beige. But I'm willing to adorn myself with hundreds of tawdry outfits in order to collect the more colorful garb at Eagle's Strand.
You know what's worse than a villain? A villain with a sense of fashion. That's just the end of me. I can't let you do that.
Then drown in a sea of bones.
Okay, I'll have you know that bones are not liquid. Can't really drown in them. Suffocate.
for now.
Yes.
We have to disrupt the summoning ritual.
Okay.
I'll destroy the bone piles if you keep the undead at bay.
Okay. Sure.
It'll take a moment to weaken the circle. Keep the undead away from me.
Okay, I'll do my best. Was that good? Two more then? Yes.
It's working! I'll weaken the next circle.
Oh, glad to see it's working. You wouldn't want this to all be for nothing.
One last circle. We can do this.
Okay. Oh, my, she's out of breath.
Help my master. I'm right behind you.
Okay.
Stay back!
Hey! Rude!
Get out of my body now!
Silence! None command, Aldor!
Right. Aurelian wants the discovery of the Morning Stone for himself, but I'll be a thrice-shorn troll if I'll let him steal my glory yet again. While he ventures into the ruins, it'll be a simple matter to remove this magnificent artifact and return it to Eagle Strand. Its potential is simply astounding. Think of what endless fresh water could do for an army. One could control the weather itself. So that's Eelsil. If I had known, I would have like looked at him back in Eagle. I mean, he's probably still at Eagle Strand. We could probably talk to him at some point. Maybe he's got something to say for himself. Okay. Where are we now? Oh, traps. And another note. Temple of the Morning Springs. Observation 3. Why do the dead need all this water? Spikes array below the floor plates in this chamber. Are they intended to keep visitors out, or do they have some other purpose? Something lingers in the dark. I must step lightly. Okay. That's a lot of spikes. That's a lot of spikes. Okay, I usually just kind of go for it. I'll wait. I'll wait. There you go. Easy. You okay?
Aldor, I command you by the tears of the two moons, return to your prison.
Ah! That won't hold me for long.
Oh. Okay.
You're Gathwin's ally, yes?
Yes.
Please disable these traps so she can make it to us safely.
I mean, I did it so she can too, right?
Despite all my knowledge, Aldor's influence over me was absolute. I'd be little more than a puppet without your timely intervention.
You okay?
Only my pride. But we have a more pressing matter. As Aldor sensed my thoughts, I could sense his. He plans to overwhelm and enslave Khenarthi's roost with an undead horde by the next dawn!
How is that possible?
Aldor was a powerful Malmo wizard who learned to separate his spirit from his body, even in death. He can wear hundreds of mindless forms at a time.
Whoa.
Thankfully, I know his weakness.
What's that weakness?
The Morning Stone's endless water supply tied Uldor's spirit to his body. When Eelsil removed the Morning Stone from the temple, he set Uldor free. Once again, Eelsil's sloppy methods nearly caused the death of me.
Right. How do we restore the prison then?
These gems focus the Morning Stone's power. Uldor had me remove them from his tomb. I propose Gathwin recovers the Morning Stone from Eagle Strand. Meanwhile, we restore Uldor's prison. Simple enough.
Okay, so this Morning Stone does what exactly?
The centerpiece of this old Khajiit temple. After Uldor's reign of terror, the Sea Elves gave it to the Khajiit so it would become the key to his prison.
Okay. Am I in danger of being warned? This is a trick question because they're going to, of course, once again assume that I have no soul, probably. This is all gonna come back to, like, oh no, Manamarco stole your soul, so you've got nothing to worry about.
No, which is why we must be the ones to enter the tomb. After he saw you through my eyes, he seemed convinced that to wear you would destroy him.
Huh.
For some reason, he feared you.
Right. If he can't affect me, I should enter the tomb alone.
No, we must enter the tomb together. Though he can't wear you, he could quite easily obliterate you with his magic. Only by splitting his attention can we hope to defeat him.
Okay, I'm ready.
Master,
Oh.
I know what you're planning. I won't let you throw your life away. Aurelian's plan is to let Uldor possess him.
Oh.
They'll both be sealed in the tomb forever. But it doesn't need to be this way. Seal me inside.
What? You should take your master's place?
Aurelian is too important for the Dominion to lose. Besides, we both saw how the summoning ritual weakened my master.
Oh, I don't know about this. You're still young. You've got an entire life ahead of you.
Please, help me convince Aurelian. I will gladly seal myself in the tomb to spare my master. Uldor is a threat to all on this island.
I need to hear Aurelian's thoughts on this. What do you think about this?
We should hurry. Uldor won't be trapped for long.
Yeah, but Gatham wants to take your place.
That's madness. I've experienced so many summers. My greatest accomplishment was watching Gathwin blossom into someone who far surpassed my own deeds. No, she must recover the Morning Stone. You and I should confront Uldor.
Well, that's a tough one. I usually do the same thing over and over again. Whenever I do this quest, I'm kind of on autopilot, and I kind of do the same thing because there are no real consequences in this game. Shocker, I know. But just for the sake of changing it up, let's do the thing that I never do. Sure, Gathwin can take your
Then
place.
I'll respect her choice, no matter how much I disagree with it.
Okay, we should go. I never lock Gathwin
Gathwin,
in
I
the
beg
tomb.
you to reconsider.
You're too important, Aurelion. If the Dominion lost you, we would be lost.
Then I'll recover the Morning Stone. Farewell, my dearest friend.
I also kind of really like the idea of Ilsen seeing Aurelion again and be like, ah, shit. Ah, crap. The guy who stole my thunder is back. And I kind of like that idea. I kind of like that.
You! I won't wear a poisoned outfit.
Poisoned? Excuse me?
Uldor, my master was a fool to doubt your power. I'll help you reap the vengeance you seek, if you allow me.
Such a spectacular willing garment. Very well.
I can't fight him for long. Quickly, place the tears of the two moons in the pedestals.
Yes, I am on my way.
Wretched fool! I'll turn your friend to ash.
Oh.
Stay away from those pedestals.
No. I'm doing this, whether you like it or not. A little bit of lightning can't hurt us, right? It will be fine. We have a shield and a heal and whatnot. And one more. There you go.
You
Water!
worthless rag! This tomb can't hold me forever.
It's funny that just basically sitting in the fountain is the prison. Okay?
The water weakens Uldor, but I can't hold him for long. Quickly, go to Aurelion. Tell him I did what must be done.
What about you?
I know Uldor will keep me alive. He far prefers a living form to the dead. Strange. How can I know this? I feel him stirring within me. Help Aurelion restore the Morning Stone. Go, while you still can.
Okay. Talk to Aurelion in the Great Hall. Okay. Did he return with the Morning Stone? Like, did he go back and forth while we were doing this?
We've restored the Morning Stone. But if you're here, then Gathwin is lost to that monster.
Well, she did save everyone on this island.
You speak truth. And yet the young should never die for the old. It is the singular travesty of war.
What will you do now?
I need to record everything that happened here. Uldor's skill troubles me. Without further study, the Dominion will bear no defense against his strange capabilities.
And what about Gathwin?
I've rarely encountered a creature of Uldor's power. There may be a way to separate him from Gathwin, but it will take much time and study. She's not just an apprentice, she's my friend. If there's a way to free her, I swear I'll find it.
We'll keep an eye out for Gathwin. Maybe we will meet her again someday.
Please don't think me ungracious. Without your aid, I'd still be under Uldor's influence. I won't forget. I can open a portal to the temple courtyard if you wish.
I would appreciate that.
There you are. I'm afraid it won't remain open for long.
No, of course not. It's fine. I can squeeze through. Oh, the spirits are friendly. Everyone is happy. Okay, nice. This episode has been going on for way longer than usual. It's because of all my rambling. Honestly, I blame all my rambling. Sorry that you had to listen to all of me talking a bunch, but I sometimes have these moments. Alright. We have dipped our toe in Canarthi's Roost. Usually you do this, of course, in like a very short time, especially if you skip all the dialogue and whatnot. Like, this is done within an hour, what, if you just kind of rush through it. But we like to take our time here. It's also fun for me because, like I said, I made an Argonian that is in the Dominion, and I skipped through all the dialogue. And I have played through all of the things so many times, and I always skip dialogue. At some point, you stop remembering what the quests were about. You just know the generic stuff, maybe? But you always skip. So at some point, the actual quest lines are lost to me. So I can always appreciate this Let's Play that I'm doing, where I actually take my time to listen to the dialogue and really take in the story that was taking place here. That does help me, that by the next time I'm making character and I'm skipping all the dialogue, at least I knew what it was all about. So I hope that you all appreciate listening to all the dialogue and whatnot. And these are one of the few times that we're actually doing every single side quest, because the zones are so small and you kind of have to anyway. It's one of the few times that we're actually doing all the side quests. It's kind of fun to do. But like I said, if I was to do every single side quest of every single zone, it would take so much longer to get through content that everyone would be bored like halfway through, because we would get absolutely nowhere. So there is a reason that I'm skipping most of the side quests. Maybe in future expansions I will pick a few side quests that I think are worthwhile to do, even though they're technically not part of the main quest. Like, the one that comes to mind is of course in Wardenfell. There are some really good side stories that I would not want to miss. So I will definitely be playing through a few side quests that I think are worth it later on. But in the base game, I think they're all worth it to do when you're playing on your own. But yeah, again, for this Let's Play, nah, that's not happening. that's too many quests. We would get absolutely nowhere if I wasn't to do them all. But anyway, that's enough rambling from me. I have been talking a lot, and I'm sure you're all tired of my voice. So, welcome to the Aldmeri Dominion. And with all of that said, I want to thank you all so much for watching. There is a link in the description below if you want to help out the channel. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!